Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Peter, your host. I'm sitting here today bringing you another video. I hope you guys are subscribing, share, like, turn the notification on. Every time I do a video like this one, YouTube will automatically notify you. And I'm so much impressed with the kind of support you guys are giving me out there. I love you, my fans. And please continue to um, keep the fire burning. Let us try to get to 5K by the end of this year. So today I'm out here doing another video. I've read some comments on some of my videos and people are asking me questions. And I usually combine these questions to a video so then I can address, I can throw it out there so that it can benefit a lot of people. So the questions that I had this week is about those visitors who are coming to the United States for the first time for any reasons. For example, if you win a green card, you want to make your way to the United States. Uh, some of my fans, they want to know the first year, how are you going to be able to save some money so that you can sustain the standard of living so that you can pay your bills and move on comfortably. So I just sat down and as usual, my disclaimer is I'm not a financial advisor. I don't work to advise people for the government or a private enterprise. These are my suggestions when I talk to people and do my searches from the internet. So not in any capacity to advise somebody. So these are from my personal experience. Because when I came to the United States too, I experienced the same situation. And now I'm translating these ideas to this video so I can help people who are out there planning to come to the United States for the first time. Okay, so the first time is going to be a little bit challenge depending on where you land. But usually what I can suggest is if you have a host, uh, sit down with the person who is going to be hosting you so that you can understand one another. Tell the person what you want to bring to the table. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a lot of bills to pay, which means you have to, as soon as you get to the United States, find an employment somewhere whereby you can have your own money. In that way, you don't have to rely on your everyday needs, rely on people. So the first way you can save money first year is the first thing, of course, is to get a job and try to find a job within your zip code or within the locality where you live. You can go to Google search and search employment within the zip code where you are. And I did a video. I did highlight some of the places where you can find a job. So this is just a summary. I'm not going to go to details to tell you all those. But there are a lot of jobs around where you can find jobs within a radius of 5 miles, 10 miles, which you can actually walk instead of taking the bus or calling an Uber or paying somebody to drop you off at work and drop you home when you get off. So that's a very good way to save some money because transportation is another a big expense when you come to the United States. So if you can afford the expense of using a vehicle, you find a job. For example, there are fast food restaurants. Look around your zip code and see those ones you can walk to and work in there. When the weather is very nice, walk in there and walk back. If you don't have to use a bus unless the weather is very, very, very bad. So that's one thing you can do to save money. The second thing I can think of is doing what we call carpooling. Carpooling, for those ones who are not familiar, is you want to go somewhere, you want to go to church, which is very far, or you want to go for a function, uh, an appointment, find people like two, three people. You can go in one vehicle and you can cost share the fuel and other expenses, for example, the tolls and other related expenses. So in that way, you don't uh, carry the weight of the bill by yourself. You split. If you have four people, five people, you split, and it's one way of saving money. That's what I used to do when I came to the United States. I didn't have a car. I was a student and going to school and coming back. So where I was living, I was, talking to people who live around there, and if they we can use one vehicle to go to school and come back, and at the end of the day, you find you save some money. So remember carpooling when you are going somewhere. Another way you can save is find a roommate. If you are going to have a host for a few months or you don't have one, look for people, other people who you can share an apartment. Two-bedroom apartment, three-bedroom apartment, four-bedroom apartments. You can share and split the bill. The rent at the end of the month, you can talk and agree and, split. That way you can save some money. And so finding a roommate, this is where you have to be very careful because when people start living together, there are so many problems. You can create more problems than you expected. So you have to come to an agreement and put rules, house rules, and tell them, this is what I like, this is what you discuss, and come to a mutual agreement on how you guys are going to split to pay bills. There's going to be electric bill, there's going to be a sewer bill, water bill, and other related bills. So sit together in a kitchen table, talk, and come to a mutual agreement. And I always tell people, if you don't want problems, do everything in writing. Do everything in writing, let everybody sign, have a copy. In case problems arise, you have something documented and official. So that's one way or another you can share find a roommate and share. Also, the other bills. For example, if you know somebody who has a phone line, like a mobile line, if they have T-Mobile or they have Sprint or US Cellular, you can tell them to add you to their line. It's cheaper when you take a plan and you add other people. For example, family plans do exist. So if you live in one household, tell them, okay, I would like to have my number, but under this family plan, you save some money. And instead of going to sign up your own plan, and since you haven't established your credit history, it's going to be very hard for you to get some of the things by yourself. You may need a co-signer. For example, if you are going to buy a vehicle, they don't know your credit history. Nobody's going to give you a small, even a small loan to go and buy a vehicle. So some of the people you approach, they can turn you down. But what you can do is save some money, a few months, and purchase a vehicle. And talking about purchasing a vehicle, try to buy a vehicle which is very economical in gas. For example, a small Toyota, Honda Civic, they are very good. They've been known like very good vehicles. Personally, I've used those vehicles for a long time, so I know about them, and they don't take a lot of gas. So to start and remember the keyword, you wanna come and save some money so you can do something. So you don't want to go in for big machines right away. So you want to be moving baby steps until at such a time you are, financially very strong to move to the next level. So, and if you want to start establishing your credit, you may want to approach your local banks like credit unions and ask them, you want to start um, building your credit. They can give you a small credit card with uh, a limit, let's say for $300 or $500, and they start paying every month. So make sure when you go do your grocery, if you are going to Walmart or another store, you're buying food, use that credit card, and when you get paid at the end of the month, pay on time. If your payment is due on the 21st of every month, make sure you don't go past due. And they will be monitoring your credit history for probably 6 months. And then, you would have something on the record. Because what happens in the United States here, everything depends on credit. Everything you buy, they look at your credit. When you go to look for an apartment, when you go to buy a house, when you go to buy a car, even as some employments, they check your credit to make sure you don't have no other creditors. They don't want, when they hire you, they don't want other people to come and start, following you like you owe them money or something like that. So they want like a clean record, and that's, you have to start somewhere, and that's where you have to start by applying for a small credit card. Use it, when you pay 6 months, and then you can move to another step. But talking about credit cards, if you want to save money, don't overspend, because I know you will be having that kind of, that plastic credit card, and say when you go out to a movie, go out to buy stuff, shopping, clothes, shoes, and other stuff, you find that you have gone over the limit. When you get the statement or the bill to pay, you find that you have overspent. So this is something you have to discipline yourself and make sure that wherever you buy, it's buy things which the things which you need. You know, there's no point if you have one pen and buy another one while you haven't used. So think, think twice before you do something, because the ones you spend, you are going to be responsible. Nobody's going to be responsible uh, for your bills. So you are the only one to do that. And when you are applying for an apartment, in the US here, you either sign a 6 month lease, 3 months lease, 1 year lease. So sign for something which you are comfortable. If you don't plan to stay in a place for too long, don't sign like a 6 month lease. Sign a 3 month lease, or uh, a month to month lease. In that way, if you don't like the place and you want to move to another, or find another place which is cheaper in terms of rent, it will be easy for you to move. So you will be saving money instead of moving from, waiting, paying that huge amount every month until your lease ends. And if you break the lease here, there are consequences. So once you apply for them for 6 months, you are responsible for 6 months. And small ways of saving money. Talk to people who have probably been in the same shoes. They can advise you on how to to save money. These WhatsApp groups, they help very much. Find a WhatsApp group from your country or from your community. Find some churches, go to church. You can find some very good advice from there. And if you come with children from home, enroll children in school, which is a mandatory, and find them something they can do after school. Find some program like soccer. Find something like clinics like basketball. Find clinics like where they can go for martial arts. So you keep them busy like that. That way you don't spend a lot of money. There is very good public places where you can take the kids. You don't have to pay to play. You don't have to pay money to to spend a lot of money for the kids. So if there are resources which are free, I don't see the reason why you should not be utilizing those resources. And you want to save and do something for your first year before you establish. So guys, I think that's what I wanted to do in this video. Let me know what you think, and throw your comments in the comment section below this video, and let me hear your opinions. And if you think this video is going to help somebody out there, just share with them. And you may find that you made a difference by sharing this video. And please guys, don't leave uh, don't finish watching this video before subscribing. Subscribe and help this channel grow. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.